This is Taryn Hawk, and I will be speaking today about Module 4 having to do with KESA. USD 239 is in our third year of the KESA process. We were chosen as a Gemini 1 school, and we launched in 2018 and 19. There isn't a lot of difference between a Mercury school and a Gemini school, except that we were not chosen to be one of the 7. And we have to do everything that a Mercury school does, but we have to do it without on-site training. So everything else about what we're doing is the same as the Mercury schools. Redesigning our school is going to improve student learning. We are going to start using project-based learning. We had training through the Buck Institute of Education. We're going to be co-teaching. We were trained already in May to do that. We will also be looping with students, which is brand new, and we think it's going to have a lot of great impact for students and teachers. And 5th grade and 6th grade will be using Summit Learning in conjunction with project-based learning and co-teaching. And our school has been doing flexible seating for about 3 years now, so that's something else that's part of our redesign that we started before we knew we were redesigning. The assessment of the 4 R's found that with relationships, we are primarily in the transitional stage, and we had a lot of the elements of modeling, which was higher, except that the piece that cost us in not being able to mark that as our score was lack of survey results. With relevance, our scores were overall in the transitioning stage, except when it came to instruction. We did rate ourselves higher there at modeling because we have several systems in place that help us to monitor the effectiveness of our instruction. With responsive culture, our leadership scores were very high, but again, the data and analysis piece and the data sharing were a little bit lower, and so we're missing a lot of perceptual data from staff, students, and parents, and just the community at large. And so that's one thing that's really important for establishing what your climate is, and we don't really have a lot of that information. And then finally, rigor was an area that was overall our highest area, and we think that with our efforts towards moving into a PBL school that we are going to just improve even more. But the one area that was, again, considered a weakness was not using the data and multiple measures of data to inform our decision making, though we do score very high when it comes to submitting the required sets of data to the state. My principal's leadership style is democratic. She likes to distribute the leadership among team leaders, and those vary from project to project and topic to topic. She empowers us to make the decisions that we think are going to be the most beneficial, but she's not the type of person who lets us do it all on our own. She stays very involved. She's at every meeting that we have, so there are 20 meetings that week. She makes every single one of them so that she can help aid in the decision making. She's very intelligent and has a lot of experience in different pieces that have to do with education. She taught at the college level. She taught at the elementary level. She's been a principal for 18 years. She also has a lot of background experience with psychology. So she knows really how to treat people in a way that makes them feel good about themselves. She's honest with us, always tells us what's going on in our school, tells us what's going on at the district level and what's going on at the state level. Anything that could impact us in a positive or negative way, she lets us know what it is, and she doesn't really mince words when it comes to that. She's also very fair with us. She doesn't have favorites. She finds something valuable in each of us that we can all contribute to the team. An area for improvement for our school would be using data. I chose CKS1A because I think we need to collaborate using data to find trends and themes across multiple measures. I chose TL1D because I think that once we have developed those trends and themes, we need to confirm our hypotheses about why that is happening or reject them, and celebrate the things that are going well as establish a plan of action for the challenge areas. And I chose VG4B because one of the things that we need to do a better job of in our school is provide ongoing and continual evaluations of what we're doing, so that we know that the efforts that we're making are moving us in the direction that we want to go. That is my presentation. Thank you.